Picture this. We are on the 2nd of May, 1982, in South Atlantic, close to the Arctic. In the sea, a very wild sea, frozen waters, close to Tierra de Fuego, big waves, gusty winds, a very unfriendly environment. And in this wild sea, there's a ship. It's an Argentinian ship. The name of the ship is General Belgrano. We are in the middle of a war between England and Argentina for the Malvinas, or AKA the Falklands. So there is a war between these two countries, and England set an exclusion zone, and that was 200 miles, a periphery from the center of the Falklands. The Belgrano was outside of the exclusion zone, so in a theoretically safe zone. And the 1,000 souls on this ship were relatively relaxed because they didn't feel threatened, because they were outside of the zone. What they didn't know was that they were followed from the English submarine, the Conqueror. And in this afternoon, the captain of the Conqueror received an encrypted message from London to sink the ship. So he torpedoed the ship sank, and you can read the next of the story online. Why is that story important? That story is important because the Prime Minister of the UK that made this decision following the advice of the military consultants. And the military consultants said, we are in a war, and if this war is about to escalate, let us be us the ones that are going to escalate the war first. So that is lesson number one when you go to war with your business. If you are a business owner or you are working for somebody and somebody else attacks you, a competitor, your boss, your company, an employee that envies you, you are the one that is going to escalate first. And that goes with another 3 tips together. Don't be conventional. Go public. And as the saying says, don't bring a knife in a gunfight. Let me explain. So you don't want to have trouble with no one. You mind your own business. But there are these bad people that they have problems, personal reasons. They look down at you. They don't evaluate you correctly. You need to teach them a lesson because you want to continue doing your business. So when they attack you, their poor mind thinks, oh, he's going to complain, he's going to sue me. No, you are not going to complain and you are not going to cry to your lawyer. You're going to really go unconventional. You're going to go public. You're going to go to YouTubers, to the TV, to radios, to the media, to news. You're going to contact international embassies. You're going to call the ambassadors, ministers, journalists. You're going to make your point. And if they come to you with a knife, you come with a gun. If they come with a gun, you come with a bazooka. If they come with a bazooka, you come with a tank. And you're going to smash them. You're going to teach them a lesson. I had personal experiences in my life. People tried to close my business. I followed these tactics, and they were surprised. No, 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 you cannot do this. No, I can't do this. I can do whatever I think it's correct for me to do. But I want to go in the second phase and give you another 3 more tips about surviving in the business environment. You have to ask 3 questions. The first question you need to ask yourself is it worth it? Most of the times, it's not worth it. You need to think, is it worth it? What is it at stake here? Most of the times, it's not worth it because it's a lot of energy. You consume a lot of your energy to go on these fights. There is a saying around in the world because of this famous American guy, Ryan Holiday, ego is the enemy. There is another famous person that came and said, show me a man with no ego and I will show you a loser. So who is right? I think the reality is somewhere in the middle, and I'm coming from a country where everybody has an overinflated ego. So overinflated ego, it's wrong. No ego is wrong as well. Second tip is, with whom are you dealing? We have the privilege to live in these nice, civilized Western democracies where you have laws, order, right? And I could deal with my enemies in Greece because it's a democracy and it's a European country. Would it be the same if I was in Syria, in China, in Colombia? Do you want to deal with Mr. Don Corleone? I don't think so. And the final tip is, give your opponent, give your enemy an exit. Give him a place where he can save face. Because at the end of the day, you want to continue doing your business. You push him in the corner, give him an exit.